Welcome everyone. In this PowerPoint, we're going to go over what's expected for environmental sciences for the first 9 weeks. Just keep in mind that we're using Cengage learning textbook for this particular topic, and a lot of these resources will be found in Schoology. Here we will go over environmental systems for the first 9 weeks. The main idea is that you're going to spend this unit going over ecology and the ecosystems. Unit 1 is going to cover everything from human impact to sustainability to your biochemical cycles. You want to be able to discuss the changes in human impacts. Remember, you're going to find all these resources again in Schoology. And these items that are going to be in red are going to be your readiness standards. In green, those are going to be your supporting TEAGs. And anything in purple are going to be your processing skills that you want to make sure that you're incorporating throughout the entire unit. This total semester, first semester, is 85 days. You're going to have 46 days, 23A and 23B days to complete all of these topics. You can choose however your team wants to, or your campus decision, if you need to work a TEAG here and there to help align it best, but you want to make sure you hit all of these goals before the 9 weeks assessments. Here you'll see that this is going to be our blueprint that is designed for you to help with backwards planning. So you want to start here first before you start going through your unit guide, because this way you can see how many types of questions you're going to ask about that particular TEAG. As you can see, again, in red is our readiness standard, and then over on the right hand side you'll be able to see what units you can find those topics in. Then green is the supporting standard, and then in yellow you're going to see how many you're going to have of each question. So focusing on particularly this blueprint for the first 9 weeks, you're going to have 12 multiple choice, and then you'll have to be able to try to incorporate constructive responses or drag and drops. But here, the 2.0 questions, you don't really have those new topics, so that way you won't have to worry about recreating the wheel. You'll just need to worry about concern with test taking strategies and the bigger overall concepts. This is where we want to stress that you do backwards planning, okay? Just to continue, these are the TEAGs that you're going to be covering over the first 9 weeks. As you see, you do have many. You want to make sure you pay attention to the language. So in which TEAG do you need to explain? So having the students do a particular lab and then being able to verbally demonstrate their understanding. Or you have a compare and contrast, so then they can use like T-charts or visuals and then help compare those differences. Identify, labeling, or hotspot questions are really good. This first 9 weeks, you're going to see that a lot of this language is they need to visualize and be able to recognize and then be able to verbally demonstrate their understanding. For environmental science, we do have unit guides for you. This first one is a unit 1. Unit guides are going to be your foundation for the whole semester for your academic success for you and your students. It's going to give you the big overview for the unit. It's going to break down the student expectations. It's going to break down the TEAGs for you. It's going to help you organize the big ideas to help for that real world understanding and for the student to be able to have a better foundation. You can also find throughout the unit guide, you'll have vocabulary, you'll have some activities embedded. It'll help you find where the resources are for Cengage textbook. Then you'll have other supplemental materials that's suggested that you will also see here in our unit guides. As we move forward, this is another continuation of our unit guides. You're also going to be able to see that there is performance tasks or other types of projects you can use. In Schoology, once it's open, you'll find it in the high school science Schoology course. There's going to be a rubric. There's a rubric that is provided for you so that you can use that for any of the labs that are incorporated in your textbook or any resources that you're choosing to use. As you see, these on the left, they are suggested projects, but it's strongly recommended that you incorporate these so that the student can help better investigate and communicate their learning. Also, you'll find that Cengage has lab manuals for you. They have a teacher's workbook and they have the student workbook. So when you access your textbook for your course, make sure that you can find that lab manual to help incorporate those labs in class. As you can see, this has chapter 1, 2, and 3. The first one's environmental and sustainability. The second one is science, matter, energy, and systems, and chapter 3 for ecosystem and dynamics. You can use these as a supplement as well. Again, they are suggested. There's some other ones as well that you will find. You can do those as like pre-labs, or you can do them as case studies if you choose to. Remember, you have that rubric that you'll find in the high school course of Schoology. In conclusion, just to remind you that you have different tools for teaching. In that unit guide, you'll see other things that'll be embedded throughout it, how you can assign self-assessments, how you can assign quizzes. Remember, you also have access to Kahoots and FetLabs that you can also use to supplement, to just give you all the better resources you have. You can see here on the right, these are just some little images of the type of examples or supplemental assignments that you can do. It also helps you stimulate that differentiation for that hands-on learning, and there's some STEM activities that are also incorporated.